What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Your boy Ryan LFC back again, guys. Another top shelf video for you guys today. In this video, we're going to take a look at the Champions League quarterfinal. Will Liverpool advance? Will Manchester City advance? Will it going to be Chelsea or Real Madrid? It's going to be tough, and I am super excited to see the Champions League. So I want you guys to give me your thought down in the comment section. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. As you guys can see in the background, I am a massive Liverpool fan. But before we get into the Champions League prediction, I want to welcome my boy, Jersey Boy. He's a massive Liverpool fan, and he also supports the England and the France national team. So welcome, Jersey Boy. I appreciate you coming on the channel again.
Yeah, no worries, bro. You know, you didn't have to do that weird dancing in the background, but you know, it's you, and you dance all the time. Anyways, this is big games. A lot of good draws. Of course, you want to see some more tasty games, but it doesn't matter. I think all the games in the Champions League that have been drawn are very good, and we're gonna be watching a lot of interesting games, Ryan. So I'm very looking forward to. Of course, we play Tuesday. You know, and I'm very excited, but I think it makes sense, Ryan, to probably talk about the first game of the Tuesday, City Atleti.
That's going to be a massive game, City versus Atletico Madrid. Can this Atletico Madrid team upset this Manchester City team? It's going to be tough. Pep Guardiola want to win this Champions League. The City fans want to win this Champions League. They has won everything in England, but only thing they yet to win the Champions League. This Atletico Madrid team is a defensive team, and you know when team part the bus against City, sometimes City smash them, but this is a different opponent. Very good. They're very solid in defense, and they are very good player up front can earn this Manchester City team, especially if them turn over the ball inside the midfield. But how you think this game go? How you think Pep Guardiola will approach this game, especially have Liverpool to play against in the Premier League?
Well, obviously, it's going to be a bit difficult for them, Ryan, because obviously we've heard the news that Ruben Diaz, to now, will not be involved in the game at Etihad against us, and you know they had to play with Ake at the weekend. But Stones is on the bench. I expect Stones to start. I think they're going to go for a different lineup, but this is the game where I think they really need a striker, and they haven't got one. So I think this one he might go probably with Gabriel Jesus back in the middle. But this is going to be a tough game, and I expect City to go through comfortably on aggregate, but both games are going to be very close. You know, Atletico Madrid caused us problems this season. Obviously, we had that 3-2 win, and that 3-2 win, they caused us a lot of problems. In the 2-0 win, we managed to nullify them, and we managed to, you know, because that first game, we kind of found out their system, and we kind of tricked Simone into changing things a little bit. But I think this is going to be a very close game, and I expect the first leg to be like a 2-1. I think a 2-1. I think a 2-1. Literally, I think a 2-1 either leg. Honestly, I think a 2-1 either leg, and both legs. But I think Atletico Madrid are going to cause a lot of problems, and I don't know if the false nine will really work against Atletico Madrid. But I expect City to go through, but I think Atletico are going to give them some problems.
Fair enough. I think this game going to be very close. A lot of people underestimate this Atletico Madrid team. They play against Liverpool in the Champions League earlier on, and also they play against Man United. They knocked out Man United. It's going to be a very close game. Will Pep Guardiola overthink this game? He cannot. Don't think about having to play Liverpool on the weekend. I don't think Liverpool will do that. So I think Pep Guardiola must focus and go with the best team against his Atletico Madrid team. If he make a lot of changes, I tell you guys, this Atletico Madrid team, and you know that Atletico Madrid very difficult to beat in Spain, and they're going to make it really difficult for this team. So I'm going with a 1-1 So let's move on to the next game. Villarreal, the former Europa League champion, up against Bayern Munich. How you think that one will go?
Villarreal have impressed me a lot. Bayern have been usual in the Champions League this year. They've been absolutely dominating, smashing teams apart. But this is not the Bayern Munich I'm scared of. As we talked about, I talked about with Sebastian in the watch along. This would be a different story if this was Hansi Flick's Bayern, because I think Hansi Flick's Bayern demolishes Liverpool. I think Hansi Flick's Bayern would smash us and smash City. I think that Bayern Munich was so good, but with the new manager they've got, Nagelsmann, they're not really working their defenses. Their defense is not as good anymore. They haven't got David Alaba. Upamecano is awful. They're not the same Bayern Munich. You know, if this is Hansi Flick's Bayern Munich, I think they go on to win the whole tournament unbeaten again because they were so good. But I don't think so this time because they haven't got a good defence. But against Villarreal, I think they will comfortably go through. You know, Lewandowski, they probably play back to Sule, Hernandez. I don't know if don't know who's available, but I expect them to go through, and I'm going Bayern 4-0 first leg.
Wow. In Spain,
4.
I think it's going to be a much, much closer game. I think this Villarreal team has proved that they deserve to be in the Champions League. And they win the Europa League last season. So they have a lot of experience in Europe. Unai Emery is a very good manager. I think this Villarreal team going to make it very, very close.
Wait. I'm going to change it. 4-2.
4-2. So I think Bayern Munich play against Salzburg.
So 1-7-1.
And they find it difficult to beat Salzburg away from home. 1-1. Bayern is not the best team away from home. So I'm going with a 1-1 draw in this one. I think Villarreal will make it difficult for this Bayern Munich. It's not easy to play in Villarreal. Liverpool playing Villarreal a couple seasons ago in the Europa League. I find it really difficult. Unai Emery at the home, they have a lot of experience. Not doing too bad in La Liga. I think they're going to make it very, very close for this team.
Mm.
So 1-1 for me.
But what I'm saying 4-2 is Bayern's attack is really, really good. But the thing with Hansi Flick's Bayern was very good in defence, very good in midfield, very good in attack. That's why they were the best team in the world. They were so good. They did a sextuple. They were so good, that Bayern Munich. But it's not the same Bayern Munich anymore. And I think they've got problems in defence. And that's why I think Villarreal will score 2. But I think they'll be too good in attack. And the second leg, Villarreal could win it. But Bayern can still go through because, I don't know. But I think a 4-2. But let's move on, Ryan, to the second next biggest match. Obviously, the last match before we go to our match. Chelsea facing the world champions and European champions, facing the kings of Europe, the team that won the Champions League the most times in history, Real Madrid. How do you feel they will go? Because this Real Madrid is definitely not the Real Madrid from last season.
Not much change from both teams, similar. Both teams similar from last year. I think Chelsea defeat them. Chelsea were the better team, both home and away last year. Chelsea get the better of them, win the Champions League. I think with this Real Madrid team, we see they play Paris Saint-Germain, lose in the first leg, and then come back in the second leg in Real Madrid. And the funny thing about this one, Real Madrid traveled to Stamford Bridge, where Real Madrid going to have the advantage again at home. I think Chelsea lost in to Brentford in the Premier League by 4-1. I think that's a wake-up call. That's kind of shake up the Chelsea locker room. But this one is going to be a very, very close game. I believe Chelsea going to beat them. I think Chelsea going to win 2-1. I think Chelsea going to win 2-1 away. They're going to win 2-1 at Stamford Bridge. Very close game. Remember, this is a team that knocked out Real Madrid out of the Champions League last season. So they know in themselves, say, listen, we cannot afford to slip up. And Real Madrid don't travel to England for the last couple of years. They don't travel well. So it's going to be a very close one. So
Mhm.
I'm still
No,
going with Chelsea to win.
I agree with you on that, but I'm saying they're different because, you know, they they got annihilated by PSG in the first leg, right? They got an absolute annihilated. It was 1-0, but PSG realistically should have won 4-0 in that first leg. But in that second leg, Real Madrid said, we are not going out. And Karim Benzema, who I think, in my opinion, has been the best player in the world in 2022, along with Mbappe, he's really, really been really good this season. And for me, Chelsea have not looked that good, Ryan. Yes, they've been winning games, but they had to rely on the Lukaku goal to get them out against Luton Town. You know, a team like Chelsea shouldn't be conceding 2 goals to Luton. Against Newcastle, realistically shouldn't have won that game. But the way they've been playing the last few weeks, they've been getting the results, but a battering was coming, and that was against Brentford. But Real Madrid have been absolutely fantastic, but they've looked a bit off. You know, before their game against Real, no, against Chelsea, they won 2-1 this weekend against Celta Vigo. I believe it was 2 penalties they scored. They had 4 penalties, Real Madrid, and Benzema missed one, I believe. I can't remember, but they were very good. But they've got a different defence now. They've got Militao, who's gone in. He's looked very good. Vinicius Junior looks amazing. Benzema is in the form of his life. The right wing spot is not as good, maybe. The midfield, you know, Modric is like 36 years old, and the guy still looks like he's 20. It's ridiculous. I think they've been really good this season, but then again, Chelsea's defense has been very good. But you know, Chelsea's I think they're going to go back to a back 3. And the problem is with Alonso a left wing back. I think Real Madrid have a field day because he's not good, Alonso. I think if they had Ben Chilwell, Chelsea go through 100%. I think they've got to start Reece James. They've got to maybe play someone else at left wing back, maybe Aspilicueta or something, because Alonso is not going to work. But I agree with you, Ryan. I'm going to go Chelsea 2, Real 1. Because I think Chelsea's defence is too good. But I think Karim Benzema will score. And I think for Chelsea, it's going to be, I think Havertz will score. And I think probably a defender will score. But I'm going 2-1. But I wouldn't be surprised if Real Madrid brought it back to the Bernabeu and knock them out. But for first leg, though, I think is it at Chelsea?
Chelsea.
Yeah, I think at home Chelsea will win 2-1. At the Bernabeu, we don't know what will happen, but I think a 2-1 win. So I'm expecting a 2-1 win. So
why you think Chelsea playing? You think is the owner this whole heap of speculation? Who's going to take over? Nobody.
I don't think that one. I don't think the players really care. Of course, it affects people, but I just think that people are panicking. Like, if you look at the game against Brentford, Chelsea have been playing for the last year and a half 3-4-3. Randomly, he goes back to 4-3-3 against or 4-2-3-1 against Brentford. With the thing with when they play back 3, it protects the defence a bit more when you have Alonso on the left wing back. But Alonso was playing left back, not left wing back, left back. So the whole defence, they can't play 4-3-3. The truth is, we've said it for many times, Chelsea cannot defend in a back 4. That's why they have the 3-4-3 system, and I think they have to stick to that. I think if they play 4-3-3 or back four with Alonso left back against Real Madrid eat them alive. But they have to go 3-4-3, and I think 3-4-3 they go through. So I just think they were experimenting too much. The players didn't look up to it, Bro, we've got to talk about Werner for Chelsea, bro. Werner against Brentford did nothing. Bro, he didn't even have a shot. He's an attacker, and the guy did nothing. So, listen, in my opinion, I think they will go through because this Real Madrid team is in the stage of rebuilding. This summer, they're going to rebuild. Mbappe's going to come in. They might get Haaland. I don't know but they've got Camavinga as well. But all I'm going to say is don't count out Real Madrid. This is their competition. There's a reason why Real Madrid have won the most Champions Leagues in history. They've got nearly double. They've got basically double what we have in Champions Leagues and what second place have. So all I'm going to say, don't count them out, but I expect Charles to win the home leg. The away leg, we'll see. But yeah, I'm going 2-1.
Okay, let's move on to the big game, massive game for Liverpool. Liverpool versus Benfica. It's going to be a tough one, and we're going to give you guys a preview. If you're watching back on the replay, make sure you guys smash the like button, share your thought down in the comment section. It's very important. How big is this game for Liverpool with City coming up in the weekend?
Very big, bro, because as we know, this game against Manchester City will dictate how the season goes. If we draw against Manchester City, we're back to where we are now, as in 1 point behind and have to rely on them to drop points. If we beat them, we go 2 points clear, and we go 2 points ahead. And if they drop more points, we can go 5 points ahead, etc. So, this game is huge in terms of not getting any injuries, but also I don't think we need to make really any changes because I want the players to have the good mentality of a good win against Benfica. Going, we've got the energy, big game on Sunday, let's do it. So, but Ryan, what's your starting lineup to face Benfica?
I would make a few changes against this Benfica team. I think we have good enough player to rest some of our key player for this game on the weekend. I know Benfica is a very good team. This is the reason why they're in the quarterfinal. We can't underestimate this Benfica team. But for me, I'm going with Alisson Becker in goal, Van Dijk with Kanate. At right back, I'm going with Gomez, and it depends on if Trent can play a part. If him can play a part, if him can play 15 minutes, 20 minutes to get up to speed for that City game, I would definitely do that. But I'm starting with Joe Gomez. Left back, I'm starting with Tsimikas. I want to see Andre Robertson fit on the game against Manchester City. I want to see him fit, fresh. I know him play a lot of game in the international break, but this is the time for Andre Robertson to get a little bit of rest to play on the weekend. So Tsimikas start for me. That's the back five. Midfield, I'm going with Fabinho, yes, Endo, and Thiago. Get a little bit of match sharpness in that midfield. Up top, this is where it gets tricky. Something about this where I feel like Salah need to score and I think he need to start. So I'm going to bench Roberto Firmino and I'm going to bench Jota.
So you're going Mane, Diaz, Salah.
Yeah.
For me, I'm going Alisson Becker, of course. Right back is very difficult because I think Trent getting straight minutes into the City game makes no sense because he probably will be rusty and make a mistake, and we can't afford that at all. So for me, if Trent is fit whatsoever, he can play, he starts. So because he's back on the bench, I'm going to go Trent starts. But I just want to give a big shout out, Ryan, to Joe Gomez, bro, because Joe Gomez has not been playing well a lot this season. When you put a centre back, he hasn't been playing well. But every game this season, bro, he's been playing at right back. He's been like at least a 9 out of 10. He's been really good. Like he did a Trent-esque cross for Jota, and I've got to applaud him. And maybe Gomez can make that right back spot his. Behind Trent, we could rotate because he's done very well. But for me, Trent starts. I'm gonna go Kanate and Van Dijk for the simple reason that we want Matip fit for that City game. Left back, Robbo. Same midfield, Fabinho, Thiago Henderson, because I want them to be all ready for the City game. But this is why we've got 5 subs around. So let's say we're like 4. Let's say we're 3-0 up at half time versus Benfica. We can go, okay, Salah off, Robertson off, Trent off, Van Dijk off, whatever. So, and then my front 3, I'm going. I think this is a perfect game for Luis Diaz. So, and Luis Diaz plays it against Benfica because Benfica are in the Portuguese league and Porto are Portuguese, right?
Yeah.
So he's gonna know a bit more about Benfica than us. So that's why I'm going. I'm gonna go Mane, Diaz, Salah, just like you. And my score prediction: 3-0.
Okay, guys, big up to everybody down in the comment section. Can you guys smash the like button for us? Make sure you leave a subscribe if you're new. Very important to hit that like button. But Jersey boy,
Right footed.
Joe Gomez, he clear. Go ahead.
No, saying Joe Gomez is right footed. He's asked, what's your score prediction, Ryan?
I will give it after. Gomez can play left back and right back.
He played left back at Charlton, I believe.
Yeah, he play left back for Liverpool. And Brendan Rodgers.
Yeah.
He's a very, very, very solid player. I think Joe Gomez, it seems like club having Joe Gomez working very hard in that right back position, putting a lot of square. Because they don't just do that overnight in 2 games. We see Gomez play excellent against Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup, and I'm saying, can Gomez keep that form? Can Gomez give us that chant? Not up to where you have to assist, but put in some very good square inside the box. And listen to him interview after the game. Jota tell him, so listen, you're going to get an assist. And I like the confidence where Jota put in to Joe Gomez to give him that confidence. Because sometimes you need a teammate to give you that confidence. And he get the assist. That was a brilliant square inside the box. I'm saying, wow. Whenever him square that ball, I see the commentator put the camera on Chen, and Chen was just so smiling, so happy for him. And I'm glad. I want to see Joe Gomez have a good Liverpool career. I don't want to see him leave. I want him to stick around, fight for him game. I want to see him in that England squad. So this is now an opportunity where if you get the opportunity to play again Benfica, make use of it. Make use of it. Get 2 or 1 assists where Jurgen Klopp have to say, wow, I cannot bench Joe Gomez against Manchester City. Have to play him. Very good in defense, and he can give us a little bit what Chen give us going forward. But he have the balance on this side. So, people, let me know what you guys think about Joe Gomez down in the comment section.
Score prediction.
My score prediction, I think Liverpool win this one very easily. 3-1.
You gone 3-1. I've gone 3-0. But I could see a 3-1 because they've got a good striker in Nunez. And they managed to knock out Ajax. The last time we played Benfica, I believe in the Champions League, we got knocked out. So I'm confident we'll beat them. But I think Benfica are a good team. They've got Otamendi and Vertonghen at the back, 2 great Premier League centre backs. But I think we'll win 3-0 or 3-1, and I think in the second leg we can make a few changes to feel comfortable and still win the game. And I think because you've got to remember, Ryan, it's Benfica City, because after the second leg we've got the semi-final of the FA Cup, and that's going to be a great game because I'm expecting City to play Stefan in goal because that's what they always do. They play the backup goalkeeper or play Edison, whatever. But be very interesting because if we win the FA Cup game and the Premier League game, Pep Guardiola wouldn't have been Klopp at all this season, and Klopp would have been unbeaten against Pep. But I've got to say, I love the rivalry between them two because I've got to say, Pep and Klopp are the two best Premier League managers of recent history at the moment because these two are so good.
And both of them have respect for both. Both of them respect the manager.
Yeah,
Both
again,
club.
Liverpool and City aren't rivals, like they don't hate each other. We're rivals because we're two teams you want to
Good
win.
enough. Yeah. And I like the compliment. I just Bernardo Silva just move like a little prick.
I don't like Bernardo Silva, but I like a player like Aguero. He's a really respectful player. I like John Stones. I think he's a great centre back. I like Laporte. I'm French, and I think Laporte should have been in the France team, but he never got picked. I like Cancelo. I think he was great at Juventus. I think he's a great player.
Which country you play for?
Portugal. Bernardo Silva. No, Bernardo Silva. I like Kevin De Bruyne a lot. I think he's one of my favorite. Yeah, he was a Liverpool fan when he was a kid, and he's basically the best player for Belgium. Who else do I like? And I really like Sterling. I know Sterling the way he left, but we've got to think, bro. At the time, we were crap. He wanted to do something better. Sterling didn't leave the way Coutinho did. He just wanted to have a bit better life. And I really like Sterling because he brought England to a final. And I wouldn't. I would love to have him back if I could. But I think he's a great player, Sterling. So. But anyways, I think we've got so many guys. We've got so many good watch-alongs coming soon. So Tuesday, we got watch-along from 7:30 of Liverpool versus Benfica in Portugal. So we'll be away. So we'll be wearing the beige kit. And then on Sunday from 4:00, we got the big one, Ryan. And that one, hopefully Ryan is there because you've missed all the watch-alongs recently. You better be there, Ryan. This is the biggest game of our season, and we've got a humongous preview on Friday. Probably our biggest preview we've done on this channel. On Saturday, the biggest preview on this channel because it's the biggest game, and then we've got Benfica again, and then we've got Man City again. So, will we win 4 treble this season? The great thing about how good Man City and Liverpool are, Ryan, is we could do the quadruple. City could do the treble, and it's game on. So
one game, almost 2 game, the 2 game there in Liverpool against City going to decide if we're going to win the treble. Wrap them in the FA Cup.
Oh no, sorry, we can win the treble as well because the treble. Yeah, we can win the treble, so we can both win a treble. They can't win a quadruple, but we can. I don't think we'll win the quadruple, but I still think a treble would be good because even if it's not the quadruple, we managed to do what Man United did, the treble. So either way, if a treble or quadruple, I don't mind. I think the quadruple is better though because no one's ever done it, and there'd be no debate with the best team in the world ever in the Premier League because we've done 4, and then we could do it next season, bro, and then win the Club World Cup and then the Super Cup. And then we do the sextuple, and then Klopp would go in the books of Luis Enrique, Pep Guardiola, of course, because I think Pep did it with Barcelona, and Hansi Flick. So, but this, I think, Ryan, the beginning of the season, we were like a bit skeptical about what was going on. Me and you, me and a few other guys said we're not going to win the league, but look where we are now. But Ryan, none of us, I tell you this, Ryan. You said we were going to win the Premier League, but I don't think you thought we'd be still in all 4 competitions.
This is the first time since Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool win 4 competition.
Win in April.
Yeah, and trust me, it's going to come on home. The 4 of them coming home, Jersey.
But I'm telling you this: if we do the quadruple, no one can banter us because no other team in the world has won 4 by 4. Yeah. We would have won every competition we're in. City nearly did the quadruple last year, And the reason they nearly did was because obviously they lost out to Chelsea in the final. They got knocked out in the semi-finals against. Was it? Who did they get knocked out in the?
City
They
again.
got knocked out by Chelsea. Yeah, it was Chelsea because Ziyech goal. Yeah, I remember they got knocked out by Chelsea in the semi-finals. And then won the cab back on Premier League. So they were that close, but they haven't done it. If we get to 4 finals, as in we win the Premier League, we get final Champions League, final Carabao Cup, final of. I don't know. I'm just saying that.
Jersey boy, I want you to give me an opinion. Do you believe if Liverpool beat City come Sunday, right? You think they're going to win the Premier League? And if we beat them in the FA Cup, how you feel about Liverpool winning 4 trophies? What are the chances?
Listen, it's very difficult for me to say. I'm going game by game. I'm going game by game. So
no, but we beat City.
I think if we beat City, we become the favourites. And the reason is because we've got the harder run in, and we could still drop points, and then they win, and then they go back on top. So it's very close.
Yeah, but remember all of the big game they were playing at Anfield. We haven't dropped any.
Yeah, I know, but you never know the Premier League, bro. I'm just saying.
Who are you scared of we dropping points against? We have Tottenham, we have Man U.
Not Man United, bro. That's easy 3 points. You know, they're shit. Tottenham, bro. Conte looks very good. I'm worried about them. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying that. I'm thinking game by game. But I think if we beat City, I think it's like 90% we win the league. There's still that 10%. But your other question, if we beat Manchester City, we'll be in the final, and that will be placing Chelsea again. That could go down to another penalty shootout. So I think if we beat Manchester City twice, then the quadruple is on. I think the quadruple is on right now. Do I believe it's going to happen? No, because no other team's done it. But does it mean it's not impossible? No, because you can do it. And I'm telling you, if we do it, Klopp is the best manager in English football in recent history, because he's done it, bro, with a tiny budget compared to Man United, City, bro. City spent hundreds of millions, bro. In the summer, bro, we only spent 30 million. Bro, people were saying we were going to get 4th. I think we were going to get 4th.
Some people say we're not getting the top 4, like the United fans.
Yeah, I know. So what I'm saying is, Ryan, imagine people said we were the worst team in the transfer market because we only made 1 transfer, and we were having a go at FSG. If we win the league and win the quadruple this season, Klopp is so good.
Well, for me, still, okay, go ahead and read the comment.
Yeah, I agree, Yankee. I don't like Wolves either. Wolves have been very good this season. They've got one of the best defences in the league. But listen, in my opinion, the quadruple is on. It's not impossible. I don't think we'll do it, but I can see us winning 2 or 3 trophies this season. And I think either way, Ryan, I'm very happy with the season's gone far. And I think we can clearly see there's some changes. You know, it looks like Salah is going to sign a new contract, which is good news. And I hope for this summer we make some good signings and we really go for it again next season, whatever happens.
So here's my question to you, Jersey. I'm going to mess around your brain now, right? If Liverpool will pick up 1 more trophy, which one of them you'd have won more? The FA Cup, the Premier League, the Champions League. Which one of them you want more, and why? It means you want it more.
Premier League.
Why?
Because we've only won it once when it's been called the Premier League. And I want to be equal to Man United, bro. The Man United fans, when we equal them, they're going to be shitting themselves, bro. Come on.
Bro, if Klopp can win this Premier League, beat Manchester City at the Etihad, I believe they're confident that Liverpool in 10 in a row for Liverpool in the Premier League. If we go to the Etihad and beat Manchester United, Man United, Man City, I think we're going to win the Premier League because I believe one of the toughest jobs is to go to the Etihad and go and get 3 points. When is the last time we beat Manchester at the
Yeah,
Etihad?
but we have last time we beat them, I think was 3-1, no 2-1 in the Champions League, 2017. That's the last time we won there.
Yeah, when Salah scored the chip. So we haven't have good luck there. I always get a draw or we lost. We always play good at the Etihad, but never get the right result. But
Last season we got a draw and didn't even have any centre backs on the pitch.
yep. But Jersey boy, I agree with you about the Premier League. I think if we can win the Premier League, my achievement, I want to see Jurgen Klopp finish when him leaving Liverpool. He can with him chest high, me, Liverpool manager, pass Alex Ferguson, pass United. So if we can get this 20 Premier League, tie with them, going into next season, we sign in 1 or 2 more players. Man United not winning in the Premier League for the next 10 years unless them sort out their manager situation. They in a bad, bad. And this made me learn so much from Man United state them in right now. You can have all the money, but if you don't have a proper structure, you're going to waste the money. You're going to waste every single thing. And I think I love what I see in going at Manchester United. Who cares about them? I am happy they are the most banter club. I want to see them not in the Europa League. I want to see them in the Conference League. That's where I want Man United to play, in the Conference League. And when them play in the Conference League, they will be in the Europa League. So that's what I want to see, Man United in the Conference League. Because if they get 7, which I believe they're going to get 7, I don't think Man United team is good enough. And I think we're going to done them. You know what I mean? But Arsenal, man, Arsenal have a chance to close the gap. And
Tottenham as well, bro. Tottenham are very, very close behind.
how many games them have in hand? Tottenham seems like them have so many games in hand. And Arsenal have game
Let me
in
have a look. No, Tottenham don't have any games in hand. They've played as many games as us.
yeah, how many games?
Arsenal have got 2.
Arsenal.
One of them's Chelsea.
Oh.
Bro, Arsenal could legit go over, finish 3rd.
Who believe that? Who believe that Arsenal could get 3rd?
Bro, I've heard of this shit about Arteta, but Arteta's done amazing this season. Bro, the start they had this season, they were losing 5-0, they were losing 3, they were awful beginning of the season. No one thought they were going to get top 4. And I've got to say, fair play Arsenal. Fair play. You know, they're now, right, we've got a game in hand, but everyone knows a really game in hand. City have a game in hand as well. But if you look here, Ryan, right, Manchester City, because we've got a game in hand, remember, because the Man United game was postponed. So Manchester United now are 3 points behind, but they've got 2 games in hand.
Man United.
No, Arsenal have got 2 games in hand. So realistically, if they win those 2 games, they might be 10 points behind. But Man United are awful. They should have lost against Leicester.
They should.
That was not a foul by Iheanacho on Varane. That should have been a 2-1 win for Leicester. And it should have been a red card for Scott McTominay. So
yeah, fair enough.
But fantastic performance once again. This weekend for us, but we've got so much to talk about, Ryan. So much to see this season, and obviously, guys, remember, Watch Along will be live on Tuesday from 7:30 p.m. Against Benfica, and then obviously Watch Along on Sunday for the big game. But make sure to watch our big preview on Saturday, because it's going to be the biggest preview we've ever done on this channel for Liverpool. Got loads of good stuff coming, guys, and we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. Will I have to buy Ryan a new kit? Will Yusuf have to throw up on stream? I don't know. We'll have to see. Will Ryan drink a whole bottle of Think on Street? We don't know.
Anyway, guys, make sure you guys smashing the like button. Share your thought down in the comment section. Win, big up yourself at Chili Pepper. Big up yourself. Ian, big up yourself. Appreciate every one of you guys. Williams, big up.
I'm gonna have to go around Sebo.
Yeah. Guys, thank you guys for watching. We'll be back tomorrow, and I will be back 6:30. Yeah, 5:30 Jamaican time. I will be back with an interview with a former Reggae Boyz goalkeeper. So look out for that. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, for your boy Ryan LFC, I like to say.